Okay, I want to share with you how to make these flowers that I don't seem to be able to find very often. They have the slightly crinkledy looking petals to them, kind of tattered looking. Whenever you layer them up, you get quite a nice effect. Anyway, I've used the Tim Holtz die cut to punch out the large what is it, 5 or 6 petal and the smaller 5 or 6 petal punch. I took white cardstock, misted it with the gold and red, kind of orangey red mist that I made up according to Tim's recipe. And then I took and did a little bit of Tattered Angels, the dark deep red from their Christmas series. Now I'm going to take and turn it over to the back side. Oh, by the way, all that's dried to a nice crisp cardstock again. And then you take it and put it in a spray box. You take just plain old H2O water on the back, spritz it a couple of times. Some say kind of lightly, and I think that it needs to be pretty floppy. Okay, then you take and you turn it right side up again, and you take a cheap paintbrush stem holder, whatever you can call it, and you're going to wrap it. Now I'm going to turn off the recorder while I wrap one because I still haven't got this thing set up on a tripod. Okay, I dug around and found my tripod. Now I'm going to try and do a little of this wrapping to where hopefully you can see it. Okay, I take the fat end of the brush handle, starting at the end of a leaf, of a petal, wrap it around, try and hold it as firmly as you can, and then just squish it with your fingernails. You know, the more you squish it, the wrinklier it'll get. Okay, and there's one. And then we do the next one. And you just keep going around and around until you get them all squished and wrinkled as much as you want. I don't wrinkle mine all the way out to the very tip of the petal, but that again is a personal taste. As you see, that one didn't wrinkle up as much as that one did, and that's because this one's already getting dry. Okay, you don't really want to re-wet them unless you just absolutely have to, because in the re-wetting you usually get it too wet. Okay, and just keep working it. You can kind of go back and wrinkle a little more where you've worked them before. Like I said, just try not to go back and re-wet. That just makes it a little too gushy. Okay, and see, I kind of tore that one, but that kind of adds to the effect of the wrinkle, squish, tattered look. Tim just didn't know I was going to take his tattered flowers and make them more tattered. But we all love working with this stuff, don't we? Okay, and there you go. Another one that's kind of wrinkled and squishy. Okay, now we layer that on top of that, and we got a really, what I think is a very nice looking flower. You know, not your ordinary everyday flower. Okay, I did these up earlier, and I used a smaller paintbrush handle to do the wrinkling, squishing, and curling on those, which will be the center one of that. And then I'll probably put in, oh, I don't know, some kind of a blingy type brad or something in the middle of that. In fact, I'll turn it off and go hunt up a bling brad. Okay, I went and I found some bling brad. Okay, punched my little holes in my flowers, and now I'm going to line them up, put my flower together. Oh, sorry about that. I'm not doing such a good job of seeing what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Okay, and there is my scrunchy, original looking flower. I like the look of it. Anyway, I'm going to use it on my love tag, making a tag for somebody else. And I'm going to use this and my flower I just made, and probably some of the hearts that I punched out already. Yeah. And I'm sure that I'll end up using that and maybe even some of these little flowers, which I sprayed at the same time I was spraying my white cardstock to make this one. Anyway, I'll get it kind of put together and show you the end results. Okay, to show you the end results of my crinkledy flower. I finished the tag, and as you can tell, my crinkly flower I put down here, and really like the looks of it. It's very dimensional, and to me very interesting. Hopefully it is to everyone. I ended up using the little roses that I spray dyed at the same time as I was spray dyeing my cardstock. I used the little pin that I made with crystal bead and such, and put in the velvet leaves because I thought that was a nice contrast of the formal and informal. Let's see, the little ribbon that I put around the pin, I took and split out part of the wider ribbon that I'd used for the top of the tag and made the little bow that goes with the pin. Down here you see another one of the little roses. There are two of them here, and I found the butterfly in my stash, and I just took and added some sparkle with the stickles. Sorry about that. Mine's not working real well. I'm still on cold med. One of these days I'm going to get over this thing. You can probably tell that I also added stickles right around the edges of the bling brad that I put in. To me, the bling brad just wasn't quite enough. It didn't make the tag sing. It didn't make the flower sing, especially not with the stickles on the butterfly. So that's why I added it just around the edge where you can still see the bling, but it just kind of gave it a finished look. Also, I thought it made it go better with the little pin that I made. I guess that's it for now. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the flower tutorial, and happy flower making. Bye.